JEL classification codes. 13 languages. Articles in economics journals are usually classified according to JEL classification codes, which derive from the Journal of Economic Literature. The JEL is published quarterly by the American Economic Association, AEA, and contains survey articles and information on recently published books and dissertations. The AEA maintains EconLit, a searchable database of citations for articles, books, reviews, dissertations, and working papers classified by JEL codes for the years from 1969. A recent addition to EconLit is indexing of economics journal articles from 1886 to 1968, 1, parallel to the print series index of economic articles. 2. Structure, edit. There are 26 primary JEL categories, 3 JEL codes, alpha, general categories, beta. A general economics and teaching. B. History of economic thought, economic methodology, and heterodox approaches. C. Mathematical and quantitative methods. D. Microeconomics. E. Macroeconomics and monetary economics. F. International economics. Problems donating. Other ways to give frequently asked questions. We never sell your information. By submitting, you are agreeing to our donor privacy policy. The Wikimedia Foundation is a non-profit, tax-exempt organization. If you make a recurring donation, you will be debited by the Wikimedia Foundation until you notify us to stop. We'll send you an email, which will include a link to easy cancellation instructions. I already donated. How often would you like to donate? One time give monthly. Please select an amount, USD. The average donation in the United States is around $13. $2.75, $10, $15, $25, $50, $75, $100 other. Please select a payment method. Bank transfer, ACH. 1. Suzo RCN. 2. 3. Continue. Wikipedia still can't be sold. The 14th of August, an important update for readers in the United States. Today is not the day to scroll past this 1-minute read. We're sorry to interrupt. But it's Wednesday, the 14th of August, and this message will only be up for a few hours. Think about how often you rely on Wikipedia, just like you rely on gas for your car or a ticket for public transportation. These things are essential, and so is knowledge, so please consider giving $2.75 today. If everyone reading this gave just $2.75, we'd hit our goal in a few hours. In the age of AI, access to reliable facts is as important as the everyday tools you depend on. Wikipedia powers everything from your personal searches to emerging AI technologies. Your gift today supports the knowledge that fuels our world. If Wikipedia is one of the websites you use most, and if the knowledge you gain here is valuable, please give $2.75. Every contribution helps, every edit, every gift counts. Proud host of Wikipedia and its sister sites. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. G. Financial economics. H. Public economics. I. Health, education, and welfare. J. Labor economics and demographic economics. K. Law and economics. L. Industrial organization. M. Business Administration and Business Economics, Marketing, Accounting, Personnel Economics. N. Economic History. O. Economic Development, Innovation, Technological Change, and Growth. P. Economic Systems. Q. Agriculture and Natural Resource Economics, Environmental and Ecological Economics. R. Urban, Rural, Regional, Real Estate, and Transportation Economics. Y. Miscellaneous Categories. Z. Other Special Topics. JEL Subcategories, Alpha. Each JEL primary category has secondary and tertiary subcategories, for example, under JEL, D. Microeconomics. JEL, D1 Household Behavior and Family Economics. JEL, D11 Consumer Economics, Theory, 4. JEL Code, sub-categories, including periodic updates, are referenced at Journal of Economic Literature, JEL, Classification. System. Links to definitions of sub-categories are at JEL Classification Codes Guide with corresponding examples of article titles linked to publication information, such as abstracts. Purpose, edit. Articles in economics journals also list JEL codes, for example JEL, B12, facilitating their use across search engines. Comprehensive uses of JEL, sub-classifications include the New Palgrave Dictionary of Economics, 2008, V8, Appendix 4, pp. 85469, and for the online version by drilling to the primary, secondary, or tertiary JEL code of interest here and pressing the search button below it for article. Preview links. National Bureau of Economic Research Working Papers abstracts by year via links. Research papers in economics via links. JEL categories, edit. A. General Economics and Teaching, edit. A1 General Economics. A10 General. A11 Role of Economics, Role of Economists, Market for Economists. A12 Relation of Economics to Other Disciplines. A13 Relation of Economics to Social Values. A14 Sociology of Economics. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. A19 Other. A2 Economic Education and Teaching of Economics. A20 General. A21 Pre-College. A22 Undergraduate. A23 Graduate. A29 Other. A3 Collective Works. A30 General. A31 Collected Writings of Individuals. A32 Collective Volumes. A33 Handbooks. A39 Other. B. History of Economic Thought, Methodology, and Heterodox Approaches, edit. B00 General. B1 History of Economic Thought through 1925. B10 General. B11 Preclassical, Ancient, Medieval, Mercantilist, Physiocratic. B12 Classical, includes Adam Smith. B13 Neoclassical through 1925, Austrian, Marshallian, Walrasian, Wixelian. B14 Socialist Marxist. B15 Historical Institutional Evolutionary. B16 Quantitative and Mathematical. B17 International Trade and Finance. B19 Other. B2 History of Economic Thought since 1925. B20 General. B21 Microeconomics. B22 Macroeconomics. B23 Econometrics, Quantitative and Mathematical Studies. B24 Socialist Marxist Sraffian. B25 Historical Institutional Evolutionary Austrian Stockholm School. B26 Financial Economics. B27 International Trade and Finance. B29 Other. B3 History of Economic Thought, Individuals. B30 General. B31 Individuals. B32 Obituaries. B4 Economic Methodology. B40 General. B41 Economic Methodology. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. B49 Other. B5 Current Heterodox Approaches. B50 General. B51 Socialist Marxist Sraffian. B52 Historical Institutional Evolutionary. B53 Austrian. B54 Feminist Economics. B55 Social Economics. B59 Other. C. Mathematical and Quantitative Methods, edit. C00 General. C01 Econometrics. C02 Mathematical Methods. C1 Econometric and Statistical Methods and Methodology, General. C10 General. C11 Bayesian Analysis, General. C12 Hypothesis Testing, General. C13 Estimation, General. C14 Semiparametric and Nonparametric Methods, General. C15 Statistical Simulation Methods, General. C18 Methodological Issues, General. C19 Other. C2 Single Equation Models Single Variables. C20 General. C21 Cross-sectional Models Spatial Models Treatment Effect Models Quantile Regressions. C22 Time Series Models Dynamic Quantile Regressions Dynamic Treatment Effect Models Diffusion Processes. C23 Panel Data Models Spatiotemporal Models. C24 Truncated and Censored Models Switching Regression Models Threshold Regression Models. C25 Discrete Regression and Qualitative Choice Models Discrete Regressors Proportions Probabilities. C26 Instrumental Variables, for estimation. C29 Other. C3 Multiple or Simultaneous Equation Models Multiple Variables. C30 General. C31 Cross-sectional Models Spatial Models Treatment Effect Models Quantile Regressions Social Interaction Models. C32 Time Series Models Dynamic Quantile Regressions Dynamic Treatment Effect Models Diffusion Processes. State Space Models. C33 Panel Data Models Spatiotemporal Models. C34 Truncated and Censored Models Switching Regression Models. C35 Discrete Regression and Qualitative Choice Models Discrete Regressors Proportions. C36 Instrumental Variables, for estimation. C38 Classification Methods Cluster Analysis Principal Components Factor Models. C39 Other. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. C4 Econometric and Statistical Methods, Special Topics. C40 General. C41 Duration Analysis Optimal Timing Strategies. C43 Index Numbers and Aggregation. C44 Operations Research Statistical Decision Theory. C45 Neural Networks and Related Topics. C46 Specific Distributions Specific Statistics. C49 Other. C5 Econometric Modeling. C50 General. C51 Model Construction and Estimation. C52 Model Evaluation, Validation, and Selection. C53 Forecasting and Prediction Methods Simulation Methods. C54 Quantitative Policy Modeling. C55 Large data sets, modeling and analysis. C57 Econometrics of games and auctions. C58 Financial econometrics. C59 Other. C6 Mathematical methods, programming models, mathematical and simulation modeling. C60 General. C61 Optimization techniques, programming models, dynamic analysis. C62 Existence and stability conditions of equilibrium. C63 Computational techniques, simulation modeling. C65 Miscellaneous mathematical tools. C67 Input-output models. C68 Computable general equilibrium models. C69 Other. C7 Game theory and bargaining theory. C70 General. C71 Cooperative games. C72 Non-cooperative games. C73 Stochastic and dynamic games, evolutionary games, repeated games. C78 Bargaining theory, matching theory. C79 Other. C8 Data collection and data estimation methodology, computer programs. C80 General. C81 Methodology for collecting, estimating, and organizing microeconomic data, data access. C82 Methodology for collecting, estimating, and organizing macroeconomic data, data access. C83 Survey methods, sampling methods. C87 Econometric software. C88 Other computer software. C89 Other. C9 Design of experiments. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. C90 General. C91 Laboratory, individual behavior. C92 Laboratory, group behavior. C93 Field experiments. C99 Other. D Microeconomics, edit. D00 General. D01 Microeconomic behavior, underlying principles. D02 Institutions, design, formation, operations, and impact. D03 Behavioral microeconomics, underlying principles. D04 Microeconomic policy, formulation, implementation, and evaluation. D1 Household behavior and family economics. D10 General. D11 Consumer economics, theory. D12 Consumer economics, empirical analysis. D13 Household production and intra-household allocation. D14 Household saving, personal finance. D15 Intertemporal household choice, life cycle models and saving. D16 Collaborative consumption. D18 Consumer protection. D19 Other. D2 Production and organizations. D20 General. D21 Firm behavior, theory. D22 Firm behavior, empirical analysis. D23 Organizational behavior, transaction costs, property rights. D24 Production cost, capital, total factor, and multifactor productivity capacity. D25 Intertemporal firm choice, investment, capacity, and financing. D29 Other. D3 Distribution. D30 General. D31 Personal income, wealth, and their distributions. D33 Factor income distribution. D39 Other. D4 Market structure, pricing, and design. D40 General. D41 Perfect competition. D42 Monopoly. D43 Oligopoly and other forms of market imperfection. D44 Auctions. D45 Rationing licensing. D46 Value Theory. D47 Market Design. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. D49 Other. D5 General Equilibrium and Disequilibrium. D50 General. D51 Exchange and Production Economies. D52 Incomplete Markets. D53 Financial Markets. D57 Input-Output Tables and Analysis. D58 Computable and Other Applied General Equilibrium Models. D59 Other. D6 Welfare Economics. D60 General. D61 Allocative Efficiency Cost-Benefit Analysis. D62 Externalities. D63 Equity, Justice, Inequality, and Other Normative Criteria and Measurement. D64 Altruism Philanthropy Intergenerational Transfers. D69 Other. D7 Analysis of Collective Decision Making. D70 General. D71 Social Choice Clubs Committees Associations. D72 Political Processes, Rent-Seeking, Lobbying, Elections, Legislatures, and Voting Behavior. D73 Bureaucracy Administrative Processes in Public Organizations Corruption. D74 Conflict Resolution Alliances Revolutions. D78 Positive Analysis of Policy Formulation and Implementation. D79 Other. D8 Information, Knowledge, and Uncertainty. D80 General. D81 Criteria for Decision-Making under Risk and Uncertainty. D82 Asymmetric and Private Information Mechanism Design. D83 Search Learning Information and Knowledge Communication Belief Unawareness. D84 Expectations Speculations. D85 Network Formation and Analysis, Theory. D86 Economics of Contract, Theory. D87 Neuroeconomics. D89 Other. D9 Micro-Based Behavioral Economics. D90 General. D91 Role and Effects of Psychological, Emotional, Social, and Cognitive Factors on Decision Making. D99 Other. E. Macroeconomics and Monetary Economics, edit. E00 General. E01 Measurement and Data on National Income and Product Accounts and Wealth Environmental Accounts. E02 Institutions and the Macroeconomy. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. E03 Behavioral Macroeconomics. E1 General Aggregative Models. E10 General. E11 Marxian-Sraffian Kalekian. E12 Keynes Keynesian Post-Keynesian. E13 Neoclassical. E14 Austrian Evolutionary Institutional. E16 Social Accounting Matrix. E17 Forecasting and Simulation, Models and Applications. E19 Other. E2 Consumption, Saving, Production, Investment, Labor Markets, and Informal Economy. E20 General. E21 Consumption Saving Wealth. E22 Investment Capital Intangible Capital Capacity. E23 Production. E24 Employment Unemployment Wages Intergenerational Income Distribution Aggregate Human Capital. Aggregate Labor Productivity. E25 Aggregate Factor Income Distribution. E26 Informal Economy Underground Economy. E27 Forecasting and Simulation, Models and Applications. E29 Other. E3 Prices, Business Fluctuations, and Cycles. E30 General. E31 Price Level Inflation Deflation. E32 Business Fluctuations Cycles. E37 Forecasting and Simulation, Models and Applications. E39 Other. E4 Money and Interest Rates. E40 General. E41 Demand for Money. E42 Monetary Systems Standards Regimes Government and the Monetary System Payment Systems. E43 Interest Rates, Determination, Term Structure, and Effects. E44 Financial Markets and the Macroeconomy. E47 Forecasting and Simulation, Models and Applications. E49 Other. E5 Monetary Policy, Central Banking, and the Supply of Money and Credit. E50 General. E51 Money Supply Credit Money Multipliers. E52 Monetary Policy. E58 Central Banks and their Policies. E59 Other. E6 Macroeconomic Policy, Macroeconomic Aspects of Public Finance, and General Outlook. E60 General. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. E61 Policy Objectives, Policy Designs and Consistency, Policy Coordination. E62 Fiscal Policy. E63 Comparative or Joint Analysis of Fiscal and Monetary Policy, Stabilization, Treasury Policy. E64 Incomes Policy, Price Policy. E65 Studies of particular policy episodes. E66 General Outlook and Conditions. E69 Other. F. International Economics, Edit. F00 General. F01 Global Outlook. F02 International Economic Order and Integration. F1 Trade. F10 General. F11 Neoclassical Models of Trade. F12 Models of Trade with Imperfect Competition and Scale Economies, Fragmentation. F13 Trade Policy, International Trade Organizations. F14 Empirical Studies of Trade. F15 Economic Integration. F16 Trade and Labor Market Interactions. F17 Trade Forecasting and Simulation. F18 Trade and Environment. F19 Other. F2 International Factor Movements and International Business. F20 General. F21 International Investment, Long-Term Capital Movements. F22 International Migration. F23 Multinational Firms, International Business. F24 Remittances. F29 Other. F3 International Finance. F30 General. F31 Foreign Exchange. F32 Current Account Adjustment, Short-Term Capital Movements. F33 International Monetary Arrangements and Institutions. F34 International Lending and Debt Problems. F35 Foreign Aid. F36 Financial Aspects of Economic Integration. F37 International Finance Forecasting and Simulation, Models and Applications. F38 International Financial Policy, Financial Transactions Tax, Capital Controls. F39 Other. F4 Macroeconomic Aspects of International Trade and Finance. F40 General. F41 Open Economy, Macroeconomics. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. F42 International Policy Coordination and Transmission. F43 Economic Growth of Open Economies. F44 International Business Cycles. F45 Macroeconomic Issues of Monetary Unions. F47 Forecasting and Simulation, Models and Applications. F49 Other. F5 International Relations, National Security, and international political economy. F50 General. F51 International conflicts, negotiations, sanctions. F52 National security, economic nationalism. F53 International agreements and observance, international organizations. F54 Colonialism, imperialism, post-colonialism. F55 International institutional arrangements. F59 Other. F6 Economic impacts of globalization. F60 General. F61 Microeconomic impacts. F62 Macroeconomic impacts. F63 Economic development. F64 Environment. F65 Finance. F66 Labor. F68 Policy. F69 Other. G. Financial economics, edit. G00 General. G01 Financial crises. G02 Behavioral finance, underlying principles. G1 General financial markets. G10 General. G11 Portfolio choice investment decisions. G12 Asset pricing, trading volume, bond interest rates. G13 Contingent pricing, futures pricing. G14 Information and market efficiency, event studies, insider trading. G15 International financial markets. G17 Financial forecasting and simulation. G18 Government policy and regulation. G19 Other. G2 Financial institutions and services. G20 General. G21 Banks, depository institutions, microfinance institutions, mortgages. G22 Insurance companies, actuarial studies. G23 Non-bank financial institutions, financial instruments, institutional investors. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. G24 Investment banking, venture capital, brokerage, ratings and ratings agencies. G28 Government policy and regulation. G29 Other. G3 Corporate finance and governance. G30 General. G31 Capital budgeting, fixed investment and inventory studies, capacity. G32 Financing policy, financial risk and risk management, capital and ownership structure, value of firms. Goodwill. G33 Bankruptcy, liquidation. G34 Mergers, acquisitions, restructuring, corporate governance. G35 Payout policy. G38 Government policy and regulation. G39 Other. H. Public economics, edit. H00 General. H1 Structure and scope of government. H10 General. H11 Structure, scope, and performance of government. H12 Crisis management. H13 Economics of eminent domain, expropriation, nationalization. H19 Other. H2 Taxation, subsidies, and revenue. H20 General. H21 Efficiency, optimal taxation. H22 Incidence. H23 Externalities, redistributive effects, environmental taxes and subsidies. H24 Personal income and other non-business taxes and subsidies. H25 Business taxes and subsidies. H26 Tax evasion and avoidance. H27 Other sources of revenue. H29 Other. H3 Fiscal policies and behavior of economic agents. H30 General. H31 Household. H32 Firm. H39 Other. H4 Publicly provided goods. H40 General. H41 Public goods. H42 Publicly provided private goods. H43 Project evaluation social discount rate. H44 Publicly provided goods, mixed markets. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. H49 Other. H5 National Government Expenditures and Related Policies. H50 General. H51 Government Expenditures and Health. H52 Government Expenditures and Education. H53 Government Expenditures and Welfare Programs. H54 Infrastructures Other Public Investment and Capital Stock. H55 Social Security and Public Pensions. H56 National Security and War. H57 Procurement. H59 Other. H6 National Budget, Deficit, and Debt. H60 General. H61 Budget Systems. H62 Deficit Surplus. H63 Debt Management Sovereign Debt. H68 Forecasts of Budgets, Deficits, and Debt. H69 Other. H7 State and Local Government Intergovernmental Relations. H70 General. H71 State and Local Taxation, Subsidies, and Revenue. H72 State and Local Budget and Expenditures. H73 Interjurisdictional Differentials and their Effects. H74 State and Local Borrowing. H75 State and Local Government, Health Education Welfare Public Pensions. H76 State and Local Government, Other Expenditure Categories. H77 Intergovernmental Relations Federalism Secession. H79 Other. H8 Miscellaneous Issues. H80 General. H81 Governmental Loans Loan Guarantees Credits Grants Bailouts. H82 Governmental Property. H83 Public Administration Public Sector Accounting and Audits. H84 Disaster Aid. H87 International Fiscal Issues International Public Goods. H89 Other. I Health, Education, and Welfare, edit. I00 General. I1 Health. I10 General. I11 Analysis of Healthcare Markets. I12 Health Behavior. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. I13 Health Insurance, Public and Private. I14 Health and Inequality. I15 Health and Economic Development. I18 Government Policy Regulation Public Health. I19 Other. I2 Education and Research Institutions. I20 General. I21 Analysis of Education. I22 Educational Finance Financial Aid. I23 Higher Education Research Institutions. I24 Education and Inequality. I25 Education and Economic Development. I26 Returns to Education. I28 Government Policy. I29 Other. I3 Welfare, Well-being, and Poverty. I30 General. I31 General Welfare, Well-being. I32 Measurement and Analysis of Poverty. I38 Government Policy Provision and Effects of Welfare Programs. I39 Other. J. Labor and Demographic Economics, edit. J00 General. J01 Labor Economics, General. J08 Labor Economics, Policies. J1 Demographic Economics. J10 General. J11 Demographic Trends, Macroeconomic Effects, and Forecasts. J12 Marriage Marital Dissolution Family Structure Domestic Abuse. J13 Fertility, Family Planning, Child Care, Children, Youth. J14 Economics of the Elderly, Economics of the Handicapped, Non-Labor Market Discrimination. J15 Economics of Minorities, Races, Indigenous Peoples, and Immigrants, Non-Labor Discrimination. J16 Economics of Gender, Non-Labor Discrimination. J17 Value of Life, Foregone Income. J18 Public Policy. J19 Other. J2 Demand and Supply of Labor. J20 General. J21 Labor Force and Employment, Size, and Structure. J22 Time Allocation and Labor Supply. J23 Labor Demand. J24 Human Capital, Skills, Occupational Choice, Labor Productivity. J26 Retirement Policies. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. J28 Safety, Job Satisfaction Related Public Policy. J29 Other. J3 Wages, Compensation, and Labor Costs. J30 General. J31 Wage Level and Structure, Wage Differentials. J32 Known Wage, Labor Costs and Benefits, Retirement Plans, Private Pensions. J33 Compensation Packages, Payment Methods. J38 Public Policy. J39 Other. J4 Particular Labor Markets. J40 General. J41 Labor Contracts. J42 Monopsony, Segmented Labor Markets. J43 Agricultural Labor Markets. J44 Professional Labor Markets, Occupational Licensing. J45 Public Sector Labor Markets. J46 Informal Labor Markets. J47 Coercive Labor Markets. J48 Public Policy. J49 Other. J5 Labor Management Relations, Trade Unions, and Collective Bargaining. J50 General. J51 Trade Unions, Objectives, Structure, and Effects. J52 Dispute Resolution, Strikes, Arbitration, and Mediation, Collective Bargaining. J53 Labor Management Relations, Industrial Jurisprudence. J54 Producer Cooperatives, Labor Managed Firms, Employee Ownership. J58 Public Policy. J59 Other. J6 Mobility, Unemployment, Vacancies, and Immigrant Workers. J60 General. J61 Geographic Labor Mobility, Immigrant Workers. J62 Job, Occupational, and Intergenerational Mobility. J63 Turnover, Vacancies, Layoffs. J64 Unemployment, Models, Duration, Incidence, and Job Search. J65 Unemployment Insurance, Severance Pay, Plant Closings. J68 Public Policy. J69 Other. J7 Labor Discrimination. J70 General. J71 Discrimination. J78 Public Policy. J79 Other. J8 Labor Standards, National and International. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. J80 General. J81 Working Conditions. J82 Labor Force Composition. J83 Workers' Rights. J88 Public Policy. J89 Other. K. Law and Economics, edit. K00 General. K1 Basic Areas of Law. K10 General. K11 Property Law. K12 Contract Law. K13 Tort Law and Product Liability, Forensic Economics. K14 Criminal Law, K15 Civil Law Common Law, K16 Election Law, K19 Other, K2 Regulation and Business Law, K20 General, K21 Antitrust Law, K22 Business and Securities Law, K23 Regulated Industries and Administrative Law, K24 Cyber Law, K25 Real Estate Law, K29 Other, K3 Other Substantive Areas of Law, K30 General, K31 Labor Law, K32 Energy, Environmental, Health, and Safety Law, K33 International Law, K34 Tax Law, K35 Personal Bankruptcy Law, K36 Family and Personal Law, K37 Immigration Law, K38 Human Rights Law Gender Law, K39 Other, K4 Legal Procedure, the Legal System, and Illegal Behavior, K40 General, K41 Litigation Process, K42 Illegal Behavior and the Enforcement of Law, K49 Other, L Industrial Organization, Edit. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. L00 General, L1 Market Structure, Firm Strategy, and Market Performance, L10 General, L11 Production, Pricing, and Market Structure Size Distribution of Firms, L12 Monopoly Monopolization Strategies, L13 Oligopoly and Other Imperfect Markets, L14 Transactional Relationships Contracts and Reputation Networks, L15 Information and Product Quality Standardization and Compatibility, L16 Industrial Organization and Macroeconomics, Industrial Structure and Structural Change Industrial Price, Indices, L17 Open Source Products and Markets, L19 Other, L2 Firm Objectives, Organization, and Behavior, L20 General, L21 Business Objectives of the Firm, L22 Firm Organization and Market Structure, L23 Organization of Production, L24 Contracting Out Joint Ventures Technology Licensing, L25 Firm Performance, Size, Diversification, and Scope, L26 Entrepreneurship, L29 Other, L3 Non-Profit Organizations and Public Enterprise, L30 General, L31 Non-Profit Institutions NGOs Social Entrepreneurship, L32 Public Enterprises Public-Private Enterprises, L33 Comparison of Public and Private Enterprises and Non-Profit Institutions Privatization Contracting Out, L38 Public Policy, L39 Other, L4 Antitrust Issues and Policies, L40 General, L41 Monopolization Horizontal Anti-Competitive Practices, L42 Vertical Restraints Resale Price Maintenance Quantity Discounts, L43 Legal Monopolies and Regulation or Deregulation, L44 Antitrust Policy and Public Enterprises, Non-Profit Institutions, and Professional Organizations, L49 Other, L5 Regulation and Industrial Policy, L50 General, L51 Economics of Regulation, L52 Industrial Policy Sectoral Planning Methods, L53 Enterprise Policy, L59 Other, L6 Industry Studies, Manufacturing, L60 General. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. L61 Metals and Metal Products Cement Glass Ceramics. L62 Automobiles, other transportation equipment, related parts and equipment. L63 Microelectronics, computers, communications equipment. L64 Other machinery, business equipment, armaments. L65 Chemicals, rubber, drugs, biotechnology, plastics. L66 Food, beverages, cosmetics, tobacco, wine and spirits. L67 Other consumer non-durables, clothing, textiles, shoes, and leather goods, household goods, sports equipment. L68 Appliances, furniture, other consumer durables. L69 Other. L7 Industry studies, primary products and construction. L70 General. L71 Mining, extraction, and refining, hydrocarbon fuels. L72 Mining, extraction, and refining, other non-renewable resources. L73 Forest products. L74 Construction. L78 Government policy. L79 Other. L8 Industry studies, services. L80 General. L81 Retail and wholesale trade, e-commerce. L82 Entertainment media. L83 Sports, gambling, restaurants, recreation, tourism. L84 Personal, professional, and business services. L85 Real estate services. L86 Information and Internet services, computer software. L87 Postal and delivery services. L88 Government policy. L89 Other. L9 Industry studies, transportation and utilities. L90 General. L91 Transportation, general. L92 Railroads and other surface transportation. L93 Air transportation. L94 Electric utilities. L95 Gas utilities, pipelines, water utilities. L96 Telecommunications. L97 Utilities, general. L98 Government policy. L99 Other. M Business administration and business economics, marketing, accounting, personnel. Economics, edit. M00 General. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API, printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. M1 Business administration. M10 General. M11 Production management. M12 Personnel management, executives, executive compensation. M13 New firms, startups. M14 Corporate culture, diversity, social responsibility. M15 IT management. M16 International business administration. M19 Other. M2 Business economics. M20 General. M21 Business economics. M29 Other. M3 Marketing and advertising. M30 General. M31 Marketing. M37 Advertising. M38 Government policy and regulation. M39 Other. M4 Accounting and auditing. M40 General. M41 Accounting. M42 Auditing. M48 Government policy and regulation. M49 Other. M5 Personnel economics. M50 General. M51 Firm employment decisions, promotions. M52 Compensation and compensation methods and their effects. M53 Training. M54 Labor management. M55 Labor contracting devices. M59 Other. N. Economic history, edit. N00 General. N01 Development of the discipline, historiographical, sources and methods. N1 Macroeconomics and Monetary Economics Industrial Structure Growth Fluctuations. N10 General, International, or Comparative. N11 US Canada, pre-1913. N12 US Canada, 1913. N13 Europe, pre-1913. N14 Europe, 1913. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. N15 Asia including Middle East. N16 Latin America Caribbean. N17 Africa Oceania. N2 Financial Markets and Institutions. N20 General, International, or Comparative. N21 US Canada, pre-1913. N22 US Canada, 1913. N23 Europe, pre-1913. N24 Europe, 1913. N25 Asia including Middle East. N26 Latin America Caribbean. N27 Africa Oceania. N3 Labor and Consumers, Demography, Education, Health, Welfare, Income, Wealth, Religion, and Philanthropy. N30 General, International, or Comparative. N31 US Canada, pre-1913. N32 US Canada, 1913. N33 Europe, pre-1913. N34 Europe, 1913. N35 Asia including Middle East. N36 Latin America Caribbean. N37 Africa Oceania. N4 Government, War, Law, International Relations, and Regulation. N40 General, International, or Comparative. N41 US Canada, pre-1913. N42 US Canada, 1913. N43 Europe, pre-1913. N44 Europe, 1913. N45 Asia including Middle East. N46 Latin America Caribbean. N47 Africa Oceania. N5 Agriculture, Natural Resources, Environment, and Extractive Industries. N50 General, International, or Comparative. N51 US Canada, pre-1913. N52 US Canada, 1913. N53 Europe, pre-1913. N54 Europe, 1913. N55 Asia including Middle East. N56 Latin America Caribbean. N57 Africa Oceania. N6 Manufacturing and Construction. N60 General, International, or Comparative. N61 US Canada, pre-1913. N62 US Canada, 1913. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. N63 Europe, pre-1913. N64 Europe, 1913. N65 Asia including Middle East. N66 Latin America Caribbean. N67 Africa Oceania. N7 Transport, Trade, Energy, Technology, and Other Services. N70 General, International, or Comparative. N71 US Canada, pre-1913. N72 US Canada, 1913. N73 Europe, pre-1913. N74 Europe, 1913. N75 Asia including Middle East. N76 Latin America Caribbean. N77 Africa Oceania. N8 Microbusiness History. N80 General, International, or Comparative. N81 US Canada, pre-1913. N82 US Canada, 1913. N83 Europe, pre-1913. N84 Europe, 1913. N85 Asia including Middle East. N86 Latin America Caribbean. N87 Africa Oceania. N9 Regional and Urban History. N90 General, International, or Comparative. N91 US Canada, pre-1913. N92 US Canada, 1913. N93 Europe, pre-1913. N94 Europe, 1913. N95 Asia including Middle East. N96 Latin America Caribbean. N97 Africa Oceania. O. Economic Development, Innovation, Technological Change, and Growth, edit. O1 Economic Development. O10 General. O11 Macroeconomic Analyses of Economic Development. O12 Microeconomic Analyses of Economic Development. O13 Agriculture, Natural Resources, Energy, Environment, Other Primary Products. O14 Industrialization, Manufacturing and Service Industries, Choice of Technology. O15 Human Resources, Human Development, Income Distribution, Migration. O16 Financial Markets, Saving and Capital Investment, Corporate Finance and Governance. O17 Formal and Informal Sectors, Shadow Economy, Institutional Arrangements. O18 Urban, Rural, Regional, and Transportation Analysis, Housing Infrastructure. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. O19 International Linkages to Development, Role of International Organizations. O2 Development Planning and Policy. O20 General. O21 Planning Models, Planning Policy. O22 Project Analysis. O23 Fiscal and Monetary Policy in Development. O24 Trade Policy, Factor Movement Policy, Foreign Exchange Policy. O25 Industrial Policy. O29 Other. O3 Innovation, Research and Development, Technological Change, Intellectual Property Rights. O30 General. O31 Innovation and Invention, Processes and Incentives. O32 Management of Technological Innovation and R&D. O33 Technological Change, Choices and Consequences, Diffusion Processes. O34 Intellectual Property and Intellectual Capital. O35 Social Innovation. O38 Government Policy. O39 Other. O4 Economic Growth and Aggregate Productivity. O40 General. O41 1, 2, and Multi-Sector Growth Models. O42 Monetary Growth Models. O43 Institutions and Growth. O44 Environment and Growth. O47 Empirical Studies of Economic Growth, Aggregate Productivity, Cross-Country Output Convergence. O49 Other. O5 Economy-Wide Country Studies. O50 General. O51 US Canada. O52 Europe. O53 Asia including Middle East. O54 Latin America Caribbean. O55 Africa. O56 Oceania. O57 Comparative Studies of Countries. P. Economic Systems, edit. P00 General. 1P Capitalist Systems. 10p General. 11p Planning, Coordination, and Reform. 12p Capitalist Enterprises. 13p Cooperative Enterprises. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. 14p Property Rights. 16p Political Economy. 17p Performance and Prospects. 18p Energy Environment. 19p Other. 2p Socialist Systems and Transitional Economies. 20p General. 21p Planning, Coordination, and Reform. 22p Prices. 23p Factor and Product Markets Industry Studies Population. 24p National Income, Product, and Expenditure Money Inflation. 25p Urban, Rural, and Regional Economics. 26p Political Economy Property Rights. 27p Performance and Prospects. 28p Natural Resources Energy Environment. 29p Other. 3p Socialist Institutions and their Transitions. 30p General. 31p Socialist Enterprises and their Transitions. 32p Collectives Communes Agriculture. 33p International Trade, Finance, Investment, Relations, and Aid. 34p Financial Economics. 35p Public Economics. 36p Consumer Economics Health Education and Training Welfare, Income, Wealth, and Poverty. 37p Legal Institutions Illegal Behavior. 39p Other. 4p Other Economic Systems. 40p General. 41p Planning, Coordination, and Reform. 42p Productive Enterprises Factor and Product Markets Prices Population. 43p Public Economics Financial Economics. 44p National Income, Product, and Expenditure Money Inflation. 45p International Trade, Finance, Investment, and Aid. 46p Consumer Economics Health Education and Training Welfare, Income, Wealth, and Poverty. 47p Performance and Prospects. 48p Political Economy Legal Institutions Property Rights Natural Resources Energy Environment Regional Studies. 49p Other. 5p Comparative Economic Systems. 50p General. 51p Comparative Analysis of Economic Systems. 52p Comparative Studies of Particular Economies. 59p Other. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Q. Agricultural and Natural Resource Economics Environmental and Ecological Economics. Edit. Q00 General. Q01 Sustainable Development. Q02 Commodity Markets. Q1 Agriculture. Q10 General. Q11 Aggregate Supply and Demand Analysis Prices. Q12 Micro-Analysis of Farm Firms, Farm Households, and Farm Input Markets. Q13 Agricultural Markets and Marketing Cooperatives Agribusiness. Q14 Agricultural Finance. Q15 Land Ownership and Tenure Land Reform Land Use Irrigation Agriculture and Environment. Q16 R&D Agricultural Technology Biofuels Agricultural Extension Services. Q17 Agriculture in International Trade. Q18 Agricultural Policy Food Policy. Q19 Other. Q2 Renewable Resources and Conservation. Q20 General. Q21 Demand and Supply Prices. Q22 Fishery Aquaculture. Q23 Forestry. Q24 Land. Q25 Water. Q26 Recreational aspects of natural resources. Q27 Issues in international trade. Q28 Government policy. Q29 Other. Q3 Non-renewable resources and conservation. Q30 General. Q31 Demand and supply prices. Q32 Exhaustible resources and economic development. Q33 Resource booms. Q34 Natural resources and domestic and international conflicts. Q35 Hydrocarbon resources. Q37 Issues in international trade. Q38 Government policy. Q39 Other. Q4 Energy. Q40 General. Q41 Demand and supply prices. Q42 Alternative energy sources. Q43 Energy and the macroeconomy. Q47 Energy forecasting. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Q48 Government policy. Q49 Other. Q5 Environmental economics. Q50 General. Q51 Valuation of environmental effects. Q52 Pollution control adoption and costs distributional effects employment effects. Q53 Air pollution water pollution noise hazardous waste solid waste recycling. Q54 Climate natural disasters and their management global warming. Q55 Technological innovation. Q56 Environment and development environment and trade sustainability environmental accounts and accounting environmental equity population growth. Q57 Ecological economics, ecosystem services biodiversity conservation bioeconomics industrial ecology. Q58 Government policy. Q59 Other. R. Urban, rural, regional, real estate, and transportation economics, edit. R00 General. R1 General regional economics. R10 General. R11 Regional economic activity, growth, development, environmental issues, and changes. R12 Size and spatial distributions of regional economic activity. R13 General equilibrium and welfare economic analysis of regional economies. R14 Land use patterns. R15 Econometric and input-output models other models. R19 Other. R2 Household analysis. R20 General. R21 Housing demand. R22 Other demand. R23 Regional migration regional labor markets population neighborhood characteristics. R28 Government policy. R29 Other. R3 Real estate markets, spatial production analysis, and firm location. R30 General. R31 Housing supply and markets. R32 Other spatial production and pricing analysis. R33 Known agricultural and non-residential real estate markets. R38 Government policy. R39 Other. R4 Transportation economics. R40 General. R41 Transportation, demand, supply, and congestion travel time safety and accidents transportation noise. R42 Government and private investment analysis road maintenance transportation planning. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. R48 Government pricing and policy. R49 Other. R5 Regional government analysis. R50 General. R51 Finance in Urban and Rural Economies. R52 Land Use and Other Regulations. R53 Public Facility Location Analysis, Public Investment and Capital Stock. R58 Regional Development Planning and Policy. R59 Other. Y. Miscellaneous Categories, Edit. Y1 Data, Tables and Charts. Y10 Data, Tables and Charts. Y2 Introductory Material. Y20 Introductory Material. Y3 Book Reviews, Unclassified. Y30 Book Reviews, Unclassified. Y4 Dissertations, Unclassified. Y40 Dissertations, Unclassified. Y5 Further Reading, Unclassified. Y50 Further Reading, Unclassified. Y6 Excerpts. Y60 Excerpts. Y7 No Author General Discussions. Y70 No Author General Discussions. Y8 Related Disciplines. Y80 Related Disciplines. Y9 Other. Y90 Other. Y91 Pictures and Maps. Y92 Novels, Self-Help Books, etc. Z. Other Special Topics, Edit. Z00 General. Z1 Cultural Economics, Economic Sociology, Economic Anthropology. Z10 General. Z11 Economics of the Arts and Literature. Z12 Religion. Z13 Economic Sociology, Economic Anthropology, Language, Social and Economic Stratification. Z18 Public Policy. Z19 Other. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF. Z2 Sports Economics. Z20 General. Z21 Industry Studies. Z22 Labor Issues. Z23 Finance. Z28 Policy. Z29 Other. Z3 Tourism Economics. Z30 General. Z31 Industry Studies. Z32 Tourism and Development. Z33 Marketing and Finance. Z38 Policy. Z39 Other. Notes, Edit. Alpha JEL codes A through Z denote primary categories, for example D microeconomics. Secondary categories are specified by an additional Arabic numeral, for example D3 distribution, tertiary categories by a following second Arabic numeral, for example D30. General. Articles in economics publications use JEL codes in this manner, JEL, B12. Beta developed in the context of the Journal of Economic Literature, the JEL classification system became a standard method of classifying economics literature, including journal articles, books, collective volume articles, dissertations, working papers in economics, book reviews from the Journal of Economic Literature, and EconLit. 3. References, Edit. 1. EconLit American Economic Association. 2. Works cited in the Index of Economic Articles are classified by author and subject. Coverage includes V1 to 7 for 1886-1965 and V8 to 36 for each year thereafter to 1996, per Baylor University Libraries, International Business Sources, P1. 3. ABJEL Classification System / EconLit Subject Descriptors. American Economic Association. Retrieved 1 June, 2017. 4. An alphabetic list of category links constructed as corresponding JEL code, sub-categories and listed below is at categories which are included in the JEL classification codes. External links, edit. Full list of JEL classifications. JEL Classification Codes Guide, a more detailed explanation of the classification system. Categories, library cataloging and classification, economics journals, economics profession and organizations. Economics lists. Explore our developer-friendly HTML to PDF API printed using PDF Crowd HTML to PDF.